Hey everyone, it's Flackfire. Battlefield 1 hasn't been out for that long, but already many players are talking about what they'd like to see added to the game in the future. We already know France will get its own DLC, They Shall Not Pass, sometime in March, but DICE has also confirmed the Russian Empire will get its own downloadable content for Battlefield 1. The news was confirmed in an updated description of the Battlefield 1 Premium subscription service. So, if Russia's getting a DLC, what can we expect? Based on what's included in Premium as a whole, the Russian DLC should include 4 new multiplayer maps, 5 new weapons, a couple new vehicles, and perhaps an elite class. But what does DICE have to work with from a historical perspective? It turns out, quite a lot. At the very start of World War I, Russia fought the German Empire at the Battle of Tannenberg in 1914. It was a disastrous start to the war for Russia, and almost the entirety of the Second Army was encircled and destroyed. Tannenberg is actually mentioned by name in one of the cinematics for the new operations mode in Battlefield 1, perhaps indicating we'll see maps set during the battle in the upcoming DLC. The Russians stalled the German advance during the Second Battle of the Masurian Lakes at Augustau in early 1915, thanks to the resistance of the Russian 20th Corps. Soldiers fought amongst the woods in terrible weather conditions, including snowdrifts allegedly as high as a man, and as well as torrential rains. To the south, Germany laid siege to the Russian fortress at Osowiec for several months, culminating in a gas attack on August 6, 1915. Assuming all the defenders were dead, over 7,000 German infantry attacked the fort's defensive lines. Mounting a determined defense and covered in their own blood from coughing and choking on the poisonous gas, the remnants of a Russian regiment shocked the attacking Germans who retreated at the ghastly site. The event was sensationalized in European media as the attack of the dead men, due to the defenders' grave appearance. Russia also fought the Ottoman Empire in the winter of 1915 and captured the city of Trabzon on the shore of the Black Sea in 1916. The attack was part of an effort to take pressure off of British troops operating in the Middle East. Alternatively, DICE could also base the DLC maps on any number of battles in the Brusilov offensive, which broke the back of the Austro-Hungarian army in 1916. Battles on the Galician Front forced the German army to lend considerable military and economic support to prop up the Austro-Hungarian army's tenuous defensive capabilities. Interestingly, Battlefield 1's real-life armored train, the Armurets, also fought on this front during the war. You've probably noticed a recurring theme among these battles, in that most of them take place during the winter. Hopefully some of the maps in the upcoming Russian DLC will feature snow, since it would be a welcome change of pace from the current offering. New operations are said to be included with the DLC as well, and a Tannenberg-Augustau-Osowiec combination makes logical and chronological sense. As for potential weapons in the new DLC, there are quite a few that I would expect to see. For rifles, the bolt-action Mosin Nagant offers standard fare in terms of a 5-round internal magazine. The Select-Fire Fedorov Automat had a 25-round detachable box magazine and a fire rate of around 350 rounds per minute when fired in full auto. For sidearms, the 7-shot 1895 Nagant revolver appears all but guaranteed since it was used extensively during the Great War. There's also a chance we'll see the 9-round Prelutsky semi-automatic pistol, though its production was canceled at the start of the conflict. We also might see a new melee weapon added in a Khanjali or a Kama dagger. Personally, I still want to see lances for cavalry in Battlefield 1, and the Russian DLC seems the perfect time to do it, since they continue to use the weapon in World War I. For vehicles, Russia produced and adapted a wide variety of vehicles into armored cars, any of which might make its way into Battlefield 1. They were also among the first to employ half-tracks, like the Austin Kegresse. In World War I, Russia relied on the other Entente powers for tanks and did employ the familiar British tank Mark V. Russia's only notable native tank design was the unique and flawed Tsar tank, which never saw combat. The machine was almost 60 feet or 80 meters tall. If DICE manages to include this design in Battlefield 1, perhaps as a behemoth, that would be amazing. Although Russia lacked tanks for ground warfare, they were relatively modern in aircraft design. Russia developed the world's first 4-engine heavy bomber in the Sikorsky Ilya Muromets, as well as the Sikorsky S-16 fighter. Of course, all of this is speculation. We'll likely know more about the Russian DLC in the coming months. In the meantime, tell me in the comments what you think about these ideas and what you would like to see added in a Russian Empire DLC. If you're interested in learning more about the historical events mentioned in this video, I'll leave some links in the video description with more information from excellent sources like the Great War YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share on websites like Facebook and Twitter, check out my Patreon, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.